You're good. You don't need to turn it down. All right, everybody. It is a little bit later than I normally am for this Facebook Live, mainly because it is Monday night, and you know what that means. On Monday night, we have Monday Night Football, so obviously KOCO 5 News will go on a little bit late, although this football game is kind of going along. So I think I said 10:20 for the oh boy, get in, get first down. Okay. Anyways, woo! Man, I'm distracted. I am distracted. Yeah, everybody. Evan, who might be like Oklahoma's biggest Broncos fan, is watching the game next to me right now.
Shambach's husband.
Yeah, y'all are very invested in this game. So, weather-wise, what we are tracking right now for the next couple of days, weather's pretty quiet. Feels a lot like fall, but there are some pretty big weather changes as we go into the weekend. And so, it is currently 10:02, so I do have a little bit of new data that is now on the way. So I get the brand new, let's see how far out it is. I get the brand new run of the GFS model, which will give us some more insight as we go into Saturday. There you go. So right now, our best rain chances look to be coming in here late Saturday and then going into Sunday and Monday here, wrapping up early Tuesday. The beginning of the rain seems a little bit more kind of etched in stone. It's how long it takes for the storm system to move out that we're going to be watching as we go into the next few days, because there has been some data saying it may hang around for a little bit. So here's what we know right now. Saturday night, widespread rain begins. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on and off rain. Doesn't look like it's going to be lasting all that long. And then we go into Thanksgiving, and we should at least be behind this particular system. That means that we'll be sunny and much colder here. So, oh my.
I can't believe that we've now missed 2 extra points.
I just saw that on TV.
two extra points they've blown.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Evan's over here watching the Broncos game. Okay, so let me show you right now what we have going on. So Saturday night, rain's gonna begin first out across the west, and then going into Sunday and Monday, wrapping up on Tuesday. Let me show you what the Euro model has, and I'll show you the GFS model, and kind of go over some of the differences that we have here. Okay, so I've been able to pull this up right here. Let me show you how all of this is going to set up. Typically, the European model tends to have a little bit more confidence with it. We tend to kind of weigh this one a little bit more so than the GFS model. So let me show you what we have in here. So the Euro model, this is what we're going to have. So we have a cold front that comes in Thursday to Friday. That's what this is right here. That will slide to the east here, just bring a little bit of showers into eastern Oklahoma. Then we're going to begin some return flow. It will get quite humid for this time of the year. And so I'll bring in the moisture necessary. And so we go into Saturday night, and rain is already developing here out across the Texas Panhandle and coming into far western Oklahoma. We then go into Sunday morning, and we'll see some scattered rain. And it's all rain for Kansas, southwestern and central Kansas, western Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle. And then we go into midday Sunday, and we'll get a couple thunderstorms in here. Not really a lot of instability, but we will get at least some decent downpours out of this for central Oklahoma up into Kansas. And then that will slide out of here. But we'll get some redevelopment coming in on the backside. Now, this will be a very cold rain, but temperatures should stay just a few degrees above freezing, like about 40 to 45, to where it stays all liquid. Maybe a little bit different, though, out across Kansas. If you are going up into Kansas, I may be a little bit concerned about that, but we'll watch it. And then we go into Tuesday mid-morning, and that system begins to lift out of here. So that right there would be the European model. And once again, looking at that system moving out by Tuesday. Let's do the GFS model. The GFS model looks a little different. The GFS model does not come in here with moisture until Sunday night, as you see right here. A little bit slower. Bring some rain in here going into Monday. And then wrapping up on Tuesday. Oh, Richard asking about Provo Provo, Utah on Saturday. Good question. I should probably look at that. Saturday. Looks quiet. Looks dry. Upper air moisture. Maybe some clouds around. Temperatures. Ooh, looks kind of cold. And the upper 40s, lower 50s. Let me look at the Canadian. Omar, which one is usually more accurate? Which model? Typically, the European model is a little bit more accurate. I haven't looked at the stats in a couple weeks, but usually it's running about a 93% accuracy on long wave patterns, whereas the GFS model is running about an 88% accuracy. So it's not like they're horrible, but one just tends to have slightly better accuracy than the other. So let me go into the Canadian. By the way, the Canadian model, the Canadian model is usually the third model that I look at. I don't ignore it. Just don't use it a whole lot. But it does show rain coming in Sunday. And then, let's see, there's rain moving into late Sunday and into early Monday. Kind of lingering on the backside. Going into Monday afternoon, lifting out. Brian says, anticipate any severe out of the storm system. I would say right now, nothing that would be widespread. But probably there will be some hailers. And there are probably some small hailers. Because the air mass is so cold. Let me double check. But there will be some surface instability, so you will get, again, some small hail out of this. Let me see here. Yeah. Storm Prediction Center just has it in their discussion as like southern tier of the United States. There might be some severe. Let me see something here. Let me see how much instability we can get returning back in here. There's not a ton of instability, but like I said, you might be able to get some hailers out of it, mainly just because it will be getting pretty cold. Looks like Texas may have a better chance at severe weather out of this. I don't know if y'all can see this. This is the amount of instability. Notice how it's higher down in Texas than it is up in Oklahoma. What's the weather the weekend after Thanksgiving? Let me see how far out. See if I can go that far out. I pretty much only have one model that can go that far out. It's going to be the GFS. The GFS says rain down in Texas. Upper air moisture. Mostly cloudy for Saturday, but sunny for Sunday. Temperatures Saturday afternoon after Thanksgiving would be in the 40s. Sunday after Thanksgiving in the lower 40s. Which, by the way, these would be below average temps for us too. By the way, that would be a chilly forecast. So it definitely feels like this weather pattern is kind of trending colder and wetter. Oh, Kinsey, what color is my tie? It's kind of like a melon pink, peachish, peaches. 6 to 10 day rain outlook. So that's the 19th to the 23rd, which would be this Sunday to Thanksgiving. If you're in green, you have a good chance for being wetter than normal. You can see here the darkest green sets up from northwestern Oklahoma all the way up through Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. So pretty wet, pretty big storm system, by the way, coming across the United States. When you see this much of the map in green, shows that you're talking about some large-scale storm systems that are moving in. So that's for the 6 to 10 day period. 8 to 14 day temperature outlook calls for below average temperatures, which would be during that Thanksgiving / post-Thanksgiving holiday stretch there. Corey says, do you think it will be snowing soon in Oklahoma City? This time of the year, let me just double check. I mean, I feel like obviously going into December, our odds are probably going to be increasing for some type of snow chances. Let me look at the long range outlook. Scott says, so El Nino finally switching on. It is, and for a lot of people that aren't familiar with El Nino or La Nina, the effects are most pronounced during the winter months, during the cool season. So late November, December, January, February, kind of wrapping up by early March. That's when you're most likely going to feel the effects of El Nino. Temperature outlook, by the way, let me just look here, see if we have any big, strong, cold air masses coming in. Looks like we got one crossing the United States, late November into December. And then it looks like we warm things back up, and it looks like quite a bit of cold air setting up. December 9th to the 15th. We're cold. And then it looks like we warm things up quite a bit as we go in towards Christmas, and then we cool things back down again. Very roller coaster-like. Very roller coaster-like. Which, by the way, let me see how that fares, how that compares. Yeah, this was my outlook I had in there for December. A few cold fronts. I remade this map like half a dozen times, going with a cold start and then mild finish, or a few cold fronts and warm-ups. So it looks like we'll probably be on a roller coaster ride.
Well, the good news is that I'm going to win my bet.
Good for you. Rain outlook, snow outlook near normal for December. Yeah, White Christmas looking slim, and it usually, always is. I think for Oklahoma, we have like a 3% chance, a 2% chance any given year for White Christmas. So, nothing that looks all that great right now for snow. But our snow chances in Oklahoma never really look all that great until like a few days out. So it's things could change, but right now I don't see anything that's like screaming big snow chance, at least for the next 2 weeks. All right, well, KOCO 5 news after the game begins here pretty soon. So I'm going to head on over there. Lisa Klein says, I don't want a White Christmas. You know what, Lisa? I'm right there with you. Because if we have a White Christmas, that means I got to work on Christmas. And I'd rather spend it with my family at home. So I'm right there with you. All right, y'all. Much love to you. Have a wonderful night. And I'll see you on TV in a little bit. Good night.